What if the greatest power in the universe came with a terrible, unbreakable rule? For me, that power is time travel. The rule is simple: never fall in love. My name is Justin, and I'm a temporal nomad. I don't just visit the past or future. I live them over and over again in an endless loop of alternate timelines. It sounds like a dream, right? A chance to fix mistakes, see history firsthand, or even get rich. But for me, it's a curse. Every time I get close to someone, every time I let my guard down and feel that spark of connection, I get let down. The universe itself seems to conspire against me. The first time it happened, her name was Sydney. We met in a Neo-Paris drenched in neon rain. I thought I could have it all, a life with her and my ability to hop through time. But the day I told her I loved her, a temporal fracture ripped through the city. Buildings dissolved into paradoxes. The sky flickered like a broken screen, and Sydney, she vanished, erased from existence as if she'd never been. I was thrown violently into a new timeline. The memory of her love, the only thing I had left, a phantom limb of the heart. It wasn't a one-time thing. There was Valerie, a historian in a world that had achieved global peace. The moment our connection deepened, war broke out, fueled by temporal anomalies I had unknowingly created. The timeline collapsed into chaos. Then there was Anya in a distant starfaring future. Our love was epic, written across galaxies. But it ended the same way. A black hole, a singularity, a cosmic reset button. Every time the result was catastrophic. Love was the trigger and I was the weapon. So I made a new rule. Rule number 1 of time travel: stay detached. I became a ghost in history, an observer. I trained myself to be cold, to suppress every emotion, to build walls around my heart so high that no one could ever scale them. I lived lifetimes as a silent wanderer, witnessing empires rise and fall, stars being born and dying, all from a safe, lonely distance. It was a hollow existence, but it was stable. The timelines held. The people I met were safe from my cursed affection. For centuries, this system worked. I was a machine, a perfect, emotionless traveler, until I landed here, in this timeline. It felt different from the start, a strange hum in the temporal currents, and then I met her. Her name is Lena. She's a quantum physicist, brilliant and stubborn, and she sees the world in a way no one else does. She started talking about theoretical temporal mechanics, about a heartbeat frequency that could stabilize paradoxes. It sounded like nonsense, but her eyes, they held a familiarity that transcended time. I tried to push her away, just like all the others. I was cold, distant, even cruel, but Lena was built different. She pushed back. She isn't afraid of my silence. She sees the ghost in my eyes and isn't scared. She sees the walls I've built, and instead of trying to tear them down, she just sits with me on the outside, waiting. And that's when a new, terrifying thought began to form. What if I've had it wrong this whole time? What if avoiding love wasn't the solution? The timelines didn't just collapse because I fell in love. They collapsed because my love was selfish. I was trying to have both the power and the connection without consequence. What if the universe isn't punishing me for loving, but testing me? Lena's theories are getting closer to the truth of my existence. She talks about resonance, about two entangled particles stabilizing each other across any distance. What if two hearts, two souls, could do the same for time itself? What if the key to breaking my loop, to finally stopping this endless, lonely journey, isn't to avoid love, but to embrace it fully and selflessly? To anchor myself in a single timeline with a single person and let my temporal abilities go. It's the ultimate risk. If I'm wrong, I won't just lose her. I could unmake reality itself. Everything I've worked for, the centuries of lonely sacrifice to keep the timeline safe, would be for nothing. But if I'm right, if Lena is the key, then for the first time in 1,000 years, I might finally be able to go home. The choice is before me. Remain a lonely god of time, or risk it all to be a mortal man who is loved. And looking at her now, I think I'm finally ready to make that choice. If you're fascinated by stories that bend time and challenge the heart, make sure to subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. The heart remembers what the world forgets.